Hello everyone! I hope you are having a great day and are going to have an even better weekend. This video is a plan with me for February 6th through the 19th. It is a bi-weekly spread and I really prefer doing a bi-weekly spread versus a single weekly spread because I like to track my progress on goals like my water tracker or just see what's coming up in the next few weeks ahead because it is almost spring. I like seeing how the weather is changing, so when I look back on this I will be able to see what it was like on that day. So I already watercolored these pages in advance and I will do a video in the future about how I did this and kind of my techniques and things, but for this video I just wanted to film the plan with me and show how I set up all of the elements in my spread. Right now I'm making a little calendar for February. I don't really use this little calendar aside from referencing what day of the week is on which day, so that is why it is so tiny because I don't need to put anything on it. This is being written with a Faber-Castell. Like I said in my previous video, I really enjoy these and all the different sizes that we can use because they're pretty flexible, and if I happen to go back and watercolor more, I won't have to worry about them bleeding. After I'm done writing all of the numbers in the calendar, I go back and erase my pencil lines and then draw a thicker border around the outside. And I got this really cute pastel washi tape from Michaels. I found it, I think, in the scrapbooking section, and I love it. I have been looking for thin, solid color tape for a while. And I added a little bit of color to this page. Now I'm writing with my favorite marker for titles. It is the Big Brush by Faber-Castell. Oh, I love it so much. It's so nice to write with and it has really thick and dense lettering. So it is for, like I said, the 6th through the 19th. And then I'm just writing a little quote here. I moved my caffeine and sleep tracker to my monthly pages, which I used to have it on my weeklies, but I thought it would be cool to see how my sleep and caffeine have changed throughout the month and how they affect each other. So right now I have room for a little quote, which I really like. It's kind of my quote for the 2 weeks that I'll be using this, and it is, "Embrace the glorious mess that you are" by Elizabeth Gilbert. I really like having the approach to a journal as embracing all of your mistakes, not worrying if you mess up, and just being flexible with your journal because it is all yours. You don't have to share it with anyone, and maybe through your mistakes you'll find a new technique or a new way to do things. Like right here, I didn't really have a plan on how I was going to write the boxes for the days of the week because I usually do this a little bit differently, but I wanted to have a little bit of shading for all my boxes. So I just kind of went with it and figured out how to do this. It kind of looks like a movie strip looking back on it, but you know, some things that you hate and you want to just completely erase, I would just leave them be, come back to them every once in a while, maybe paint over it or doodle on it, use it when you're on the phone, just kind of add to it every time you feel like it, and it'll turn into something really beautiful and unexpected because it wasn't planned. So don't be so hard on yourself when you are making a journal or making art at all, because it's supposed to make you happy, and if it's not, then I would say take a break, come back to it, do what makes you happy. I would definitely not advise you to stress out about a journal because it's supposed to be there to help you and make you feel creative and just kind of enhance your life and help you live a better life. So if it is stressing you out, then I feel like you should find a better way to do things or learn some way to just relax and kind of let that weight come off of your shoulders. Whatever weight of stress that your journal is giving you, then try to find a way to let it go, because once you do that and you just embrace all of your mistakes and don't worry about it being perfect, your lines don't have to be straight, but that's okay because I think the organic nature of a journal like this is what makes it so beautiful and what makes it your own, because no one's going to be the same. And that's what I love so much about seeing everybody else's journals, is seeing how they do things, how they deal with their mistakes. And the thing is, when you're looking at someone else's journal, you aren't seeing mistakes, you aren't seeing imperfect lines or spelling errors for the most part, unless it's a really big one, but you know, maybe it's part of the page. You're seeing the journal as a whole. So just keep that in mind when you are getting a little stressed out, and just take a step back, maybe watercolor a little bit or make a design with washi tape or just practice your handwriting or something and just relax, because it's supposed to be fun, and if it's not, then I would find a new way to do things. So anyways, after that little rant about letting go of your bullet journal, so far I have a little calendar so I know what day of the week is happening when, a quote, the weather, and then on the right side I have my water tracker, and I leave the pencil lines in when I draw the grid and then erase them after I put the dots on there, because it's a lot easier for me to line up how much water I had on every day, because in the past I've tried to just freehand it and figure out where the dots go, and it doesn't work out as well. And another reason I like watercoloring before is because I can erase the pencil after if it's on top, and if you watercolor on top of pencil, it's much harder and sometimes impossible to get the pencil off because it kind of seals it in. So if you are using watercolor in your journal and pencil, I would say just kind of watercolor a few pages in advance and then go back and kind of do your designs. You have much more flexibility when you do it that way. Right now I'm just making a weekly overview for the next 2 weeks, so I can put things like appointments or holidays like Valentine's Day, and then I'm using this pastel tape again to highlight those so it all blends together and fits in with the other page. So right now I'm putting a few stickers I got in a sticker book from Michaels. I've never used these before, and I bought it for these floral stickers because I'm trying to feel hopeful that the spring is coming. But that's pretty much it for my bi-weekly spread. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or want to see any specific videos from me, because I would love to make them. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. I will be coming out with another video on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.